Hello, hello. Uh, let's get to it. Well, brothers and sisters in the diaspora thinking about coming back here to Africa to start a life. There used to be a saying back in the days. They said you can take an African out of the forest, but you cannot take the forest out of the African. Eh? But that simply implies your change of location does not represent your change of attitude. It does not. Okay, so I have seen a lot of you across the YouTubes making videos about your troubles in Africa, and even I've also even seen the issues in Ghana, where literally they are literally chasing you Black Americans away. It's because you still have America in your heads. Okay, leave America. If you are leaving America, then leave America. If you are leaving Europe, then leave Europe. Do not carry Europe with you in your minds. That's why you can't adapt, okay? Because all of these Babylonian countries have made you literally very weak, you know? We have two forms of chicken here in Africa, right? We have like the original chicken, and we have these hybrids, and these hybrids literally they cannot survive outside. You know, they cannot survive outside because they have been designed from the bottom up to be given everything, you know, to be given food, water, medication. They can't fend for themselves. Eh? And that's just like a fun example of what's happening to you, right? You expect all of the privileges that you are getting from Babylon, you're expecting the presidents of Africa to provide. Okay, we have been struggling with the same issue, you know, presidents struggling to look like, to make their countries look like Europe, and others end up like that. They make them look like they're not really like, because even Europe is not really like Europe that is presented to us, you know. So I would suggest you leave the concrete jungle mentally and physically. Okay, if one is left behind, trust me, you will go back to get it. You'll go back to get it. Hmm? So that's what I need to say to you as an African, and a person who has perspective on what type of struggles you find here, right? I mean, let's have a laugh. Like, come on, like for real, you know. We need to have a life. Eh? We can laugh about this stuff, yeah. Russia is out there blocking weapons by. So what? Are they admitting that they have space weapons now? That they've been using to to start forest fires everywhere. Mm? Literally just burning people's houses, and now Russia has packed their own space weapons on. Mm? We see the AI rising from our mobile phones, I guess. They want to improve their policing using AI. You want to improve policing without an understanding of intelligence or human emotion. That's puzzling to me, honestly. Really puzzling. Mm? Here they go again with their agenda. You know, they have to get everybody involved. Okay, we talked about this agenda of theirs of anti-aging. You know, they say aging is a disease. You know, some people have even called that, used that statement. You know, aging is a disease, because if they look under a microscope, since the day we were conceived, we are dying. And that's the truth, and you can view it as a grace or as a curse. It depends on who you are, you know. But trust me, it's a grace. If you believe in God, it's a grace to die. It's a grace. It's a grace that our days were were lessened here on earth. You know, we used to live 1,000 years, 900, 800. Now we live like 40 or some. But truly, the world is crazy. The world is crazy, and it threatens our souls. So, in my perspective, that literally means that death is a grace. Okay, death is a grace, and if you have a difference of opinion from that, then the future is yours, I guess. More troubles. This one is rather more concerning. I don't even know what happened to even cause this, but apparently the seats were not bolted in properly, I guess. Okay, because this is not the first aircraft to suffer from turbulence. Over here in this border, niggas are trying to keep it from being a hot war using clubs and sticks and stones. This thing will erupt if one of them guys brings a gun. And the whole thing becomes extremely explosive, and nobody's talking about it. Every year they come up with this nonsense. Some soldier bet another soldier. It's crazy. It's crazy. Man versus we bear. This was a poll. They did this funny thing, right? They went outside and asked women if they were in a forest, deep in the forest, who would they rather meet, a man or a bear? Now, if you combine all of the programming, all of this programming that these women have been convinced that every man is an opportunistic rapist, then of course these naive young girls chose the bears. It's the funniest thing ever out there, man. Trust me. Go there on YouTube, man, and write it. Girl chooses between a man and a bear, and most of them choose bears. You know why? Because they don't feel safe around men. Literally, if there is a paradox, that's one. They don't feel safe around men, yet the men have always, even historically, been in the front line to protect them. So the game has changed. Talking about that animosity, right? Every time any progress is made by the East, the West says, we're gonna nuke you. We're gonna nuke you. When NATO gets involved, you're gonna nuke you. If we see a citizen of your country, even a soldier coming in your country, we're gonna nuke you. This has been a threat going on for a long time. I think if you're gonna nuke them, because we are tired of this nonsense, because you have clearly held a stance that these people are a threat to your country. Why threat? Why threaten? Or do you want them to hit you with some biological weapons to change the whole situation? Like you said in that Tucker Carlson interview. What progress have you made pertaining to bioweapons? If I was you, all of these bioweapon labs would be my first. I'll drop an FAB 1000 on them real quick. All of them labs. So, what's what? You don't know the information where they are, or it's just a game and niggas be watching. Of course, they are reversing Parkinson's. It's crazy, huh? And of course, Vice fight back. I know you niggas, man. I've been subscribed to Vice for a long time. You know, I've been watching you guys for a long time, and you are like the definition of narrative control. You know, you are like the first fact checkers or alternative media. Yeah? But if you look behind you, you have the synagogue of Satan. So no wonder. And you're trying to divert the attention of the Congolese, saying Apple and all of these mobile phone companies keep stealing and basically, I don't know where that Kenya situation has ended over there in Congo, but it's not looking good. But everything will come out. Everything will come out. You know, there's even talk out there of them supporting M23 and all this and that. And now I don't know if it's somebody trying to cause fiction, but being caught with cash is not a good look, like at all. So of course you're gonna come out here and say that they're trying to survive. What has made it a situation so? That is what I'm rather interested in. Why aren't I hearing you about, all of those minerals? Why don't you do a secret thingy where you secretly record the conversation of them stealing from the Congo? All of the things that are practically essential for our smartphones today. This is just like what do they call it? Stockholm syndrome. This is sick in so many levels, man. So you truly believe that this woman here is partly African? How dumb are you? Just like how we believe like Obama was African. Like what? These niggas despised Israel. They despise the children of God. So why would they come out here and try to say that they are part of you? These people are snakes and murderers. They literally did it, and they're doing it. And they're literally making profits from our blood. They don't care. But yet out here, these compadres of themselves come out here and say, now we are loyalties of Israel. No, you're not. All of them niggas be dead. Even in Ethiopia. Dead. All of them. Okay? All of these new ones that we are seeing today, I'm so-and-so chief and so-and-so chief. They got it some way or the other, but the original bloodlines, gone. That was the punishment of the breaking of the covenant. There can't be none. That's just a situation. Okay? The covenant is broken by blood and is made by blood. Of course, they done caught these niggas, Brits and Americans. What did they think was going to happen? What did they think was going to happen over there? And why isn't that black bastard come out here and explain this situation? That traitor to his own race. He always come out and say, we are frustrated and flabbergasted by the whole ICC arrest thingy, but nah. He always come out, talk about Ukraine. He ain't gonna talk about this because it's not in the interest of the white person. House niggas. It's just enough chit chat for now. As the world is getting crazier and crazier, we shall update each other. Prince Easy signing out. Love you. Bye.